Okay, so I'm recording a little video to give you a tour of what I've developed for my Computer Science 266 computer organization assembly language using the Top to Go class. And, it's been actually very informative, and I've picked up several different tools, most particularly Adobe Spark and Adobe Character Animator that I think have really added things to it. So what you can see is the welcome page. I made this with Adobe Spark, edited the photo with Photoshop, and I put together a whole bunch of little videos. They're fairly short, about 2 minutes. Welcome to Computer Science 266. This course is also known as Introduction to Computer Organization and Assembly Language. Computer organization relates to the operational units of the computer and their interconnections that help us to realize the overall architectural specifications of the computer. So these are made with Adobe Spark, and I've been very happy with what it's been capable of doing in terms of adding in colors and adding in transitions and photos, and I've even started uploading my own photos, so I'm not just using the clip art from them anymore. And I also put the required materials and how to get started, which I lifted from the Top to Go website. So that's the overview page. There are no announcements because we really haven't started the class yet, and I think they kind of disappear if you put them up too early, but those will be coming shortly. The orientation, I also completed that page, and that one uses the lessons format. One of the things I did keep in was the learning online module, because I thought that was a nice, easy 10 points to get students started. Learning outcomes for this, basically how can you, what are the expectations, how do you navigate the class site, how do you get online learning success in case we do have to transition to completely online, and identifying supporting resources, and probably not much on netiquette. Computer science students aren't too big on that, but there are certain things that aren't tolerated even in CS. Did a welcome from your instructor with Spark and how to navigate the course with Spark. And I did keep that learning online module in there, along with the La Lima information on how to navigate La Lima, because that's a nice template. Most students already know that. Publisher resources, I put a link to the publisher textbook, and the netiquette I just kind of left blank and said, hey, if you got any questions on how to behave, you can contact me. But most of our students are great, and we're not going to have that very much problems because there's not very much political or opinion oriented about computer architecture, organization, assembly language, or digital logic. Email gradebook I've kept in, and I put together my first module, put together the different learning outcomes, for example, being able to describe the principles behind different types of encodings, such as ASCII, binary coded decimal, and Unicode, being able to encode data using even and odd parity, and a checklist of things students need to do. Again, I put in my little modules. This one actually has the animated character that I put together using Character Animator, and boy, you have to make those as puppets, and stringing them up as puppets is, I'd like to say, a huge challenge. Because all the pieces have to work and they have to be interconnected, and if you modify with Illustrator, sometimes it doesn't import again correctly. So I spent probably about 2 days bobbing my head back and forth and babbling. I think my wife thought I was going insane. So the lessons pages, they correspond to a single module, and I just basically put each subsection as its own part of the subpage. And reminders and further information. I should probably link to the assignments, but the assignments are pretty much under assignments, and students should know where to find those. But people have feedback on that. The combinational logic circuits, this one's in development. I have about 3 of the 5 or 6 lectures developed so far, and for the additional resources, I put basic identities of Boolean algebra. It does take about 2.5 hours to develop one of those little 5-minute animated videos, so they're not the quickest thing in the world. So those are my 2 lessons pages. I did keep in, I haven't eliminated them yet, the accordions and subpages, because I may want to use those if I have a longer module, but I think most of the modules will fit on one page. And the things I'm excited about are the animations and the stuff I've been doing with Adobe Spark. I think it looks much better than the previous classes that I put together. And in terms of challenges, I guess probably linking things up a little bit more, like linking the assignments to the modules, if that's possible, so that when students submitted it, it would automatically check it off. But it's not a huge issue, and I guess just getting better with some of the new tools that I picked up. Anyway, thanks so much for listening.